Hello and welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I'm your host Mike Lester here with the Global Racing Xfinity Series at Dover International Speedway. Up in the booth with me tonight is Mr. Eddie Sproles. Eddie Sproles, how you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing all right, Mike.
Normally we're up here with Brian Britt, but unfortunately, until further notice, y'all have me. So I'm hoping everybody got the memo and is over here watching in Global Racing Esports Network for your Global Xfinity Series coverage. We're here tonight with the Xfinity Series, guys, the top tier of local racing league here at Dover International Speedway for 200 laps. It's going to be 200 miles at this 1 mile track. In Dover, Delaware, man. It's going to be still up there in the middle of, or at the end of April. It's still a little bit nippy up there, 69 degrees. Man, how do you think that low temperature is going to affect this track, Eddie? Oh yeah, definitely going to be some good racing out there today. No doubt about that. We got a couple of new drivers that we put the spotlight on tonight here. We got Drew Crowell. Probably said that name wrong again, but I think it's Crowell. So we got Drew Crowell in that 89 being signed today. Should have let him know you're supposed to drive a Chevy. He's driving a Ford Mustang, but we'll definitely fix that for next week's race. He's on a trial period right now, so he's in there racing today to maybe win a spot on that Lazy Lizard team. See Don Blazer out there. He's not high on the speed charts right now, but Don Blazer out there, always a consistent driver. As long as you keep it on the track, you get a good finish. Ricky Hudgens, he was on the track. He just got off the track. The only two drivers on the track now is nobody, because we are going to qualifying. Yes, sir. I'm going to quiet up my feed. So everybody out there watching and out there in YouTube, let us know who you think is going to win this race tonight. We got Dale Brooks out there. He was number 1 on the speed chart out there during practice, and he's going to be the first one to come out and start his warm-up lap going into his first lap, driving for Lazy Fools Racing. Dale Brooks. Dale Brooks has been on a run as of late. He's accumulated a couple of wins over here in the Xfinity. He doesn't have as much starts, so he basically had to start from the hole in order to get where he's gotten so far. I'm gonna bring up the current standings here after they raced in Talladega last week. So I'm gonna bring up these current standings right now. And Dale Brooks with his 2 wins. Oh, you see him hit the apron. Did he finish his
Yeah.
I think
he's got one.
Well, he took the pole so far. So he would. I don't know if anybody has gotten completed a time yet. We got Justin LeBlanc out here. We got Justin LeBlanc. Justin LeBlanc and Mike Hayes out there as well as Dave Halsey and Justin LeBlanc. Drew Pearl, he's out there as well. So back to the points. Every time I go to the point standings, somebody leaves the track and I got to switch it over. Oh, Brian Ricker with a hard hit. Mike Hayes. Yeah, he's getting squirrely off that turn 4. He jumps up to 3rd quickest. Dave Halsey, he's gonna be 2nd quickest. But over there on the point standings, like we were talking, I was just trying to talk about before we have all this excitement going on. Let's see if we can bring this up here. Michael Thorpe continues to lead the championship points over there with a big 145 point gap between him and David Halsey. Dale Brooks, with those 2 wins of his, has jumped into 3rd place. He's got 1 less start than Thorpe and David Halsey, and he climbed his way up to 3rd place, jumping up 2 spots from last week. He got that 2nd place or 3rd place finish at Talladega. It's like Frank Peacock's going to be out there. Let's see. Got Frank Peacock running around this 1 mile track trying to get his best time. You know, look at that. I was talking with Frank, and he was telling me that paint scheme, that yellow on the bottom trim of his car, that's actually macaroni and cheese. The sponsor being Mac House out there. Michael Thorpe, another fast guy, our points leader, trying to get a good starting position for himself. Frank Peacock going to lock down that 4th position for the moment. See if he can better himself there. And he does not. He actually loses 1 position. And Michael Thorpe takes over the 4th position from Frank Peacock. Now you remember last season in the truck season, it was a battle between Michael Thorpe and Frank Peacock for that championship. Okay, so we got 15 drivers out there today, and they're about to grid up. So before they grid up, let's go ahead and lead out on our sponsors.
Imagine a viewing experience so real. You're not only trackside, you're inside. Meet ButtKicker, a simple wireless device that takes just seconds to install. Breakthrough technology that shakes your couch and rocks you without any additional volume. Experience the thrill of live racing at home. Go to ShakeMyCouch.com right now to see a special offer.
A big shout out
for
to our
race fans.
sponsor,
Don't just
ButtKicker. I'm
watch
trying to
TV,
run
feel
their
it.
Commercial, but it doesn't seem to want to work for me today. So I do apologize to ButtKicker and the rest of you guys. It's a really good commercial.
Imagine a viewing experience so real. You're not only trackside, you're inside. Meet ButtKicker, a simple wireless device that takes just seconds to install. Breakthrough technology that shakes your couch and rocks you without any additional volume. Experience the thrill of live racing at home. Go to ShakeMyCouch.com. Special offer for race fans. Don't just watch TV, feel it.
All right, so let's go with this. Get to it. Let's go with the gridding. I'm gonna say the first 7, and then I'll give the final 7 to or final 8 actually to Eddie Sproul. So starting off on the pole, Dale Brooks in that number 32 car with winning the pole. Outside pole is going to be David Halsey. Third place is going to go to Michael Hayes. Michael Thorpe is going to qualify fourth. Frank Peacock fifth. Justin LeBlanc sixth. Drew Proud, the new guy on the block, is going to qualify seventh.
Then you got Brian Wood, qualifying eighth. Then you got John Brooks,
And that's going to be your starting line for tonight's race. We got a big shout out to all the guys out here from Ronald Holmes, aka Holmesy, saying, "Go get them, boys." Good. And green flags out. Dale Brooks leading to the start finish line, gets a good jump. Mike Hayes gets a good jump as well, takes over that second position away from Dave Halsey. Dave Halsey trying to get down so he doesn't lose any more position to Michael Thorpe, and he gets loose coming off turn 4, opens the door for Mike Thorpe to try to get that high side. Halsey is able to regain control of his car in the nick of time and continues to hold that third spot. Dale Brooks now being under fire from the 99 of Michael Hayes. So big excitement early on in this opening laps of the survived the Monster Mile 200. Frank Peacock back in the 10 car sitting in fifth place, being challenged by Justin LeBlanc and a new driver out there, Drew Crowell. Back up front, Dale Brooks still holding a slim margin of the lead over Michael Hayes. Mike Hayes has had some good runs. It just he doesn't have good finishes to back any of them up. He'll be up there in the lead, and somehow he gets caught up in the mess and ends up finishing outside the top 5. So he's definitely looking to have a bounce back race here at Oakland. Yeah, Frank Peacock falling back a second and a half for our leader, Dale Brooks, in that 4-car breakaway. You see it right there, a good shot of that gap between 4th place Michael Thorpe and 5th place Frank Peacock. And right now it looks like Dale Brooks and Michael Hayes and Dave Halsey and Michael Thorpe are just content just to drive it around right now, not really pressing each other for any position, trying to get a good rhythm going on. Further back, you got very back, got Don Blazer pulling up the rear of this field. Right, you see Ricky Hudgens, he's putting the pressure on Justin Hurst, Sean Stamper, both Thorpe Motorsports. Basically, there's Peacock is definitely closing the gap in between him and Michael Thorpe now. Now down to 1.4 seconds. Last time around, we'll see who the quickest was. Frank Peacock running a 23.80. Match Dale Brooks is 23.80 as well. In the Xfinity Series, David Holsey and Mike Thorpe are teammates over there in Dirty South Racing. Tomorrow we go to all the way about 8 hours, maybe 9-hour drive over. Yeah, ooh, Dave Holsey loses a little bit and taps the wall. Michael Thorpe with an evasive action, get around him. Good save by Dave Holsey and good reaction from Michael Thorpe. Well, you can't sit right behind me and be that loud because it's picking up on the broadcast. Can't be right behind me speaking that loud, pulling up on the broadcast. I apologize about that. My 14-year-old son was talking to his mother right behind my head and I didn't realize it was picking it up. We're at right now. Back to the action. Michael Hayes taking over the lead. What happened with Dale Brooks? Up. Thank you. That's real good driving on Dale Brooks' side. I mean, everybody gets it. Even the great drivers, they make that mistake and they overdrive their car and they lose it. But a lot of them guys will try to put it back on the track while everybody's coming. You know, Dale Brooks is one of those good drivers that keeps it clean if he can help it. Thorpe now taking over the second place. Frank Peacock in Matt House number 10 in third. Dave Holsey fourth. Now Justin LeBlanc is going to close out the top 5. Brian Ricker now under fire from John Crow Sr. for that 6th position. This track, it plays, it's a short track, it's a 1 mile track, but it's a fast 1 mile track. The banking on this is really high. I think it's like 30 degrees, I want to say. Confirm that, Mr. Yeah, 30 degrees banking. I mean, you look at like tracks like Daytona and Atlanta and Talladega. 30 degrees is like what, 35 to 38 maybe. So this track's banking. It plays like a super speedway, but it's only a mile track. So you definitely can't go full throttle all the way around this track and use the draft like you do at Talladega and Daytona. But it's still a fast track. You can get around those corners a little bit faster than you would on your normal 1 mile track. Dale Brooks up 1 spot. Now now passing Brian Rickers for that 7th position. Brian Rickers, another associate of that Dirty South, and Blazing Fools all have that alliance together, so he knows 32 is passing no problem. John Crow was able to get around Brian Ricker as well. Looks like Justin LeBlanc now falling back. He's falling back to the 7th position. So, these tires do wear out real quickly. You can have a real fast car for 5 laps, and then after that, you're dead in the water. And I would see that these guys will probably go about 60 laps, maybe more, on a tank of fuel. So if you don't take care of your tires and you burn them things up in the first 25 laps, you're going to have another 30 laps if you got to drive around on some bald tires. And it's not fun to drive around on bald, slick tires because you get no traction. Ricky Hudgens up 4 spots, just passing Lee Gerber up to 9th. And Ricky Hudgens is another one of those guys. He gets a fast car, and sometimes he gets a little too aggressive, or he gets in a position where something happens. Like right now, he was about to, looked like he was about to go in the middle of 2 cars there, and he's another one of those guys who has good showings. He's fast, but he doesn't have the finish to back it up. Right now, Mike Hayes putting Sean Stamper 1 lap down. Sean Stamper falling back to the very end. Drew Pro, he's another driver falling back. Right now, I think Frank Kuchak is sizing up Michael Thorpe, seeing where he can get around it. And it's very easy to be an obstacle on this track. It's very easy to hold somebody behind you. Blocking on this track is a lot easier, or it's a lot more, I don't even know the word I'm using, but you do it a lot easier on this track than you can do other mile tracks. Watch Frank Peacock and Michael Jordan battle for the 2nd position. Mike Hayes continuing to lead the race, but Dale Brooks, he's moving up, trying to get back up there to the front, just past Dave Halsey. And if I was Brooks, I would definitely try to get back up to the front and something like that. But don't overdrive your car, because if you overdrive your car and you can make it back up to the bumper with Mike Hayes, you're not going to have the car to pass him. He's definitely trying to do his best. On the other hand, you can't really rely on a caution, because we might not see a caution tonight. I've done some official races this week. We didn't get any cautions, so we might not even see a caution tonight. So maybe Dale Brooks has got it right. He's got to try to make up that time now, because it's not promised to you later on. Frank Peacock, now your 2nd place runner. Dave Pro looks like he went down and hit that inside wall, and he's going to make his way into the pit road. His car might be damaged. I'm not sure exactly what happened with Dave Pro. Maybe it's because I'm saying his name wrong. He's got mad. He's going to park the car and come up here and beat the car out of me until I say his name right. But speaking of that number 10, Mac House truck got the win last week at Talladega on his first race back in Global Racing League. Now he's setting his sights on Mike Hayes. The guy that's down out here tonight, he's William Brown Motorsports guys. They're not, you don't see Tristan Evil, and I do not see Joshua Slate or William Brown himself. So it looks to be 4 teams out here being represented. You got Mike Hayes and the Lazy Lizards there. Frank Peacock with Thor Motorsports. Michael Thorpe with Dirty South Racing. John Crow again with Thor Motorsports. Dale Brooks sitting there in 5th place, battling back up to 5th for Blazing Fools Racing. Yeah, Ricky Hudgens now. Yeah, Ricky Hudgens now moved up 7 positions from the start of the race to take the 6th place away from Brian Rickard. Give a big shout out to Kenny Case Smooth D. Sitting out there doing race control for us tonight. See Kenny and all the rest of the guys in the trucks at Darlington, South Carolina. Tomorrow at 12:30. Come to you from Performance Motor Network. I think David that wall. It did look like a big hit that would affect that car that badly, but he did tap that wall with his back to the right of that car. I mean, I don't know if that has slowed him down or not, but he's fallen back 6 spots from the start of the race. He's back here in 8th place, as well as Justin LeBlanc. He's also fallen back now under fire from Steve Gerber. Here comes the new guy, David Cole, with those fresh tires, trying to get around all these guys here. And Dave Cole's in a race. The Lazy Lizard gets around his teammate Justin LeBlanc. Back up front, Mike Hayes now putting. Oh, Justin Hurst is up in the wall as the leaders come by. Frank Peacock now has caught the leader, Mike Hayes, and putting the pressure on him. Now, Frank Peacock now looking on the inside of Michael Hayes. Yeah, he led. I think he led that lap. I think they're going to credit him with that lap led. But regardless, he takes the lead away from Michael Hayes. New leader in Frank Peacock. Michael Thorpe Jr. still in 3rd place. Got a good sized lead over John Crow Sr. now in 4th place. Ricky Hudgens passes Dale Brooks. And he's now in 5th place. So Ricky Hudgens, a man on the move, a man on a mission right there, up 8 spots from the start of the race. Holmesy sent the. Yeah, definitely Drew Bro. He's feeling like $1 million right now on those 4 fresh tires compared to everybody. But once these guys come in and do their pit stop, everybody else is going to feel like $1 million. Right now, the only one feeling like $1 million right now is that number 10 Mackhouse Toyota. He's out front once again. Back here, go back here and look at that points leader for the truck series over there, Steve Gerber, back there riding in 9th place. Back there battling with Don Blazer, trying to hunt down David Holsey. David Holsey looks like his car is coming back alive. Once again, he's now caught back up to the back of Dale Brooks, who's lost another position. And we were just talking about that before. That Dale was so he wanted to get those positions back, get back up there in the front. He's used up his tires, and now everybody's just passing him back. The long distance car is not his strong suit right now. Back up front, Frank Peacock pulling away from second place, Michael Hayes. Michael Thorpe now trying to reel in the second place of Michael Hayes and doing a pretty good job of it. 1.2 second gap keeps on fluctuating now. At the line last time, the quickest one on the track was Frank Peacock. Michael Hayes and Michael Thorpe had similar speeds. John Grove, another guy who's still fast, 25.17. Drew Pro with 24.2 seconds that last lap, but he is a couple of laps down, so he's got a lot of making up for. Want to take this opportunity to thank everybody out there in Q2. Sons can't jump up on the platform trying to do a broadcast. This is not going to work out there, buddy. We're definitely getting close to that point where everybody's going to need to come in and get some fuel. We're at lap 55, a quarter of the way done. Not a caution in sight. Top three definitely are still no change. You see Michael Thorpe Jr. from Chicago, Illinois out there. Josh Crow sitting in 4th place. Still about 4 seconds behind that 3rd place of Michael Thorpe. Ricky Hudgens from Harrisburg. He says he's from Harrisburg, but I know for a fact that he currently lives in Atlanta. Brian Ricker, Rocky Point. He's got them officer glasses on. I don't know if he actually took the test and passed it. I do know at one time he was trying to be an officer. So if he does make it, thank you, Brian Rickers, for your service to your community. Dale Brooks right there. Hey, look, he's at his home track. Dale Brooks from Dover, New Hampshire. Currently, I know in California, serving in the Navy. Definitely want to thank Dale Brooks for the service that he does every day for his country. Dave Holsey back in 8th place. The leading seems to have stopped as he's fallen back 6 positions from the start of the race, back here in 8th place. Don Blazer, who was started off a little slow, he's worked his way up to 9th place with Steve Gerber in 10th place. And don't look now, guys, but Frank's right behind y'all. He wants to put y'all a lap down. Look at the low side of Steve Gerber. Steve Gerber's like, man, I'm not going to fight you for it, man. He's like, you're just too quick. After 61 laps, we should start seeing green flag pit stops here real soon. Justin LeBlanc, as I say that, Justin LeBlanc has entered he's on pit road. He gives up the 12th position. Field coming around, and that's going to put Justin LeBlanc a lap down. Frank Peacock now trying to put Don Blazer 1 lap down. Do that. And I'm not sure, but if we stay green this whole way, there's going to be a lot of lap cars down to Frank Peacock if everything stays like that. Yeah. Last time around, we put a 25.54 up. Mike Hayes, our second place finisher, put a 25.90. Almost 0.4 of a second slower than our leader. And after lap of doing that, I mean, that just makes up for some distance between you and the guy you're chasing, and it's a hard to overcome. Like that last time, he was a whole second slower than our leader, Frank Peacock. Thor Motorsports is doing a limited amount of races over here in the Xfinity Series. So we got, I would love to see Frank Peacock and Justin Hurst and Sean Stamper and John Crow out here week in and week out. But I understand, we all understand that sometimes it doesn't work out that way. As you see, John Crow now has got to the back of Mike Hayes. But hold on, John Crow must have went into the pit. No, he's in 3rd place. He takes over second place from Mike Hayes. So those Thor Motorsports, those guys are hooked up. As you see, Thorpe and Ricky Hudgens now coming into pit road to get the service done on their car. 4 fresh tires, fill her up with some gas, and let's get her on the way. Brian Rickard takes over the 3rd place from Mike Hayes. Mike Hayes now coming down pit road himself. At lap 69, that's going to put us right at doing this on a 2-stop race here. So I don't think anybody can go 100 laps in order to do it on one stop. So everybody's banking on us staying green, and we're going to do it on one more stop. Frank Peacock continuing around, and the more Frank Peacock stays out, the more Brian Rickard stays out, the more these guys are going to catch that time back up on Frank. Oh, as you see Frank get really loose, trying to get down. And it looks like he's able to get down to pit road speed. And now our leader is down. That's going to get the lead up to Brian Rickard, who's going to probably stay out there to try to lead that one lap and get those bonus points from leading a lap. Frank Peacock still in the pit road. Did he get a pit road, a speeding penalty maybe? No, he's out and about. Oh, Frank Peacock's his pit. Okay, I guess not. He had a 53 second. I thought he was still. I thought they might have got him for a speeding penalty for a second there. And that. Justin Hurst now in second place. You see Justin Hurst, and he was having some car issues. He was up at the wall when leaders, as we see Brian Rickard come down to the attention of his crew. Oh, he misses the pits, and he's gonna have to come back around. That is definitely going to hurt. I did that in an official race, and I went down. By the time I got back around and got the pits, I had already lost 2 laps when I was leading the race. So that's a big hit. That 22 car of Brian Rickard is unable to get down. Let's see if he's going to be able to do it this time. Let's see if he can get down around that. It looks like he's going to be able to get down that pit road speed, but that little hiccup is going to hurt so much that Frank Peacock's going to come around and regain the lead. He's coming into the pit road, so he's able to get down to the pit road. We'll go into his in-car view. No, he's still underpowered, so that car just sounds funny. Sounds like an electric car. After everything's been said and done, we have a new second place runner in Michael Thorpe. Now catching with those fresh tires like that, he's running just a little bit faster than our leader, Frank Peacock. Michael Thorpe's going to come up and try to challenge for the lead. Steve Thorpe looking on the inside of Frank Peacock. Is able to make the pass on Frank Peacock. And if I was Frank Peacock, I'd say, okay, man, burn them tires up. But Frank Peacock definitely. Oh, caution is out. Brian Rickard just crashed. Let's go back here and see what happened with Brian Rickard as he's down there on the start-finish line. Let's go back here and see what happened to Brian Rickard. Oh, he just loses it. He's coming off out of turn 4. Luckily, nobody hits him. He gets turned around and he stops. So first caution out on lap 76 for Brian Rickard. Losing control coming off turn 4. And you've seen it so many times in the official races. If you're going to lose control, it's always at turn 4 coming to the start-finish line. hate to see that from Ryan Ricker, he's having a pretty good season so far here in the Xfinity Series. So while we have a moment, we're under caution. You see everybody coming back down pit road. Take advantage of this caution to get some 4 fresh tires. Michael Thorpe leading. Michael Thorpe trying to get off the Justin Hurst in that number 1 car should be the lucky dog and get his lap back and able to get around and have to start from the rear of the field. See Sean Stamper, he's going to stay out and get a wave around. Currently sitting on the tail end of the lead line, tail end of the
back out. Looks like he just got fuel in tires.
and these guys have I think 7 sets of tires in the pits, and they're definitely not gonna do that many pit stops in the stage green for that long period of time like they did before. So I don't know. Maybe just free feeling. I would have took, if I was coming in for fuel, I might as well take the tires since I had them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, you might only have 5 laps of tires on your thing. But those 5 laps at the end, especially if you got a car like Frank Peacock does. Yes, Holmesy, he is from Dover, New Hampshire. I do believe Mr. Dale Brooks Sr. currently lives in New Hampshire. I'm not sure if it's Dover.
Frank actually did get some tires.
As you see him getting all those guys getting the wave around, Michael Thorpe's gonna get back up to the pace car. Mike Hayes is gonna be our 2nd place runner on the outside pole with Frank Peacock. Oh, Dale Brooks up there in 4th place. He doing a little blinking. Hasn't done that in a couple weeks since he's moved to the new apartment. Pace car's down. Thorpe's going to take us back to the start and finish line. Thorpe accelerates, jump. It's a good jump. Frank Peacock getting on the inside of Mike Hayes. Mike Hayes dialing back. He'll get that 2nd position back away from Frank Peacock. Now Frank Peacock has got Dale Brooks right behind him. Dale Brooks unable to stay up with Frank Peacock, falls back a little bit. Michael Thorpe getting good lead over the 2nd place Mike Hayes, 3rd place Frank Peacock. Dale Brooks now under fire from John Crow Sr. and Steve Gerber right there. Steve Gerber trying to take the position away from John Crow and does a good dive bomb crossover. McCall and a bunch of other things, but great move by Steve Gerber. And does it cleanly. Steve Gerber putting the pressure on Dale Brooks. You know, you've seen Dale Brooks got the pole position, they lost control of that car. Lost all the positions and was able to battle back and get the fourth. It's hard, it doesn't seem like it likes that dirty air. Here we are. We went from Talladega, which is the biggest track that NASCAR goes to, and you jump down to a 1 mile. How much do you think that affects the way these drivers go about it? You know, yeah, the 2 weeks prior to Talladega, we had short tracks, so there was just a hiccup. We're back to the this week, and but we had that hiccup with that big track right in the middle. Sometimes I think it plays a little bit of a mind game. You spend all week long, you know, keeping that throttle all the way down 100%. When you come to this track, you gotta feather that throttle around the track. You can't keep it pressed all the way down. You can't get into it too early. So it takes a little bit for the guys to get in that mentality. The fact that they have to use that throttle a lot differently. Oh, I can't wait for a mile and a half. Now next week, Global Racing League will be off. All the Honda trucks and Xfinity cars will all be off next week for Mother's Day weekend. All the mothers out there, I want to wish them happy Mother's Day, and definitely without y'all, we could not do what we do every Saturday and Sunday and every day of our lives. Y'all brought us into this earth, so we love you for it. Hey, dude, what are you doing that? So my son got a brand new kitten today. We went to the animal shelter in Paulding County and adopted a little black and white cat. And it has taken me to come up here in the booth with us and walking around all my instruments. So welcome Oreo to the booth. So as we talk about Oreo, the battle for the lead is heated up. Michael Hayes has caught the tailpiece of Michael Thorpe Jr. So it's the battle of the mics out here. Dale Brooks and Steve Gerber have gotten around Frank Peacock. Very interesting. Frank Peacock wants second place, or third place I meant, is falling back to the 5th spot. Well, I don't think front two guys are saving tires because they have checked out, and they're out here battling for the lead. Mike Hayes looking on the inside of Michael Thorpe. Michael Thorpe closing the door. Approaching the slower vehicle, Sean Stamper. Sean Stamper now gets down on the apron, making his way down the pit road. Back alive, looking towards Dale Brooks. Back up front, Michael Hayes and Michael Thorpe still heating up the battle for first place. Michael Hayes has that exit speed and gets a look on 34, but going into the turn, Michael Hayes closes the door. Steve Gerber has his position. John Crow lost his position. After the battle for 5th place right there. Ooh. Crow looks on the inside of Steve Gerber. He's able to take that position back away from Steve Gerber. Battle up front is continuing to heat up. Michael Thorpe and Mike Hayes, 0.2 seconds separates these two gentlemen. Frank Peacock now taking 3rd position away from Dale Brooks. Now he sets his sights back up to these two cars that are battling for the lead. He wants to get in the picture too. I think Frank Peacock just has that car that it's garbage when it first starts off, but it comes to you towards the middle of the run and then towards the end of the late bloomer, I guess you would say. Dale Brooks now falling back to 4th place. Now probably we jinxed him talking a lot about his couple wins and moving back up into the ranks. I might have jinxed over Dale Brooks. But back up front, still Michael Thorpe continues to lead Michael Hayes around this mile of track. He has a long run. He built himself up a 5.5 second deficit that he has to overcome. These guys they're not racing each other really hard right now, so they might still be saving their tires and just trying to hold off Frank Peacock a little bit longer. Dale Brooks. These got John Crow Sr. right behind him. Steve Gerber is now being under fire from Justin LeBlanc and Ricky Hudgens. Ricky Hudgens now looking on the inside of Justin LeBlanc. Here we go, almost a battle. I thought we were about to see a pass for the lead. I thought that was setting more up. There you see Mike Thorpe, or not Thorpe, Hayes looks down once again on the inside. Thorpe has just enough space to close the door. Over halfway, now we're at lap 112 of 200 laps. Michael Thorpe continues to lead. Michael Hayes trying to take over that position. 4 seconds back, and the gap is getting smaller and smaller, but Frank Peacock in that number 10 trying to make his way back up front. Dale Brooks now still under fire from 64 from John Crow Sr. New 6th place runner, Ricky Hudgens. He's racing all by himself, even though he's in 3rd position. He's got that clean air from him. Hey, if you're looking for your cat, look real hard, okay? Peacock continuing to close in on Thorpe. Michael Thorpe not giving Hayes any room to try to take that position away from him. Nose inside of him, but Thorpe does not leave him any room other than get a nose there. And I mean, that's a good, I mean, like that car behind you, use everything he's got to try to pass you. But the only problem with that is these guys are using up their tires, battling each other. And at number 10, it's down to 2.8 second gap. So he's coming. Hayes is probably behind the hey man, he's blowing me up. And I'm trying to get around you, but you're gonna have to sometimes set him up, make him think that you're gonna go low on him. Start looking at the high side. You see Hayes now look towards the high side, trying to keep running to get around Thorpe. Down less than 2.5 seconds behind Michael Thorpe and Michael Hayes. That car of Drew Crow up. And you got Drew Crow up behind him. definitely going to play into this race right now. Rick Judge's back there in 6th place. As he leveled out, he looked at the backside of Dale Brooks there. Dale Brooks' car, it doesn't look like it has any damage on it, but it just got the... Oh, Michael Hayes takes the lead. Uses a left car to pick, maybe? Go back here and look at this pass. Yeah, uses the 30, uses the 23 as a pick to get around right forward. You got to do what you do. You know, the guy's making it hard for you to pass him. You got to find a way to get around him somehow without actually never touching him. So good run. Yeah, Justin Hurst now, he's up there hitting the wall. So Frank Peacock, he's coming around. He's going to get to the back of the left car of Duke Pro. Now Michael Hayes has gotten around Thorpe. He's just putting some distance between him and Thorpe, and he's hoping Thorpe gives Frank Peacock all he can handle, like Thorpe did to him. Heating up in 2nd place. Mike Thorpe is doing what he can to hold on to that 2nd place. Trying to make it very hard for Frank Peacock to get around him. Eventually, Frank's gonna get around him. Because how much tires does Frank want to use to get around Thorpe right now? It's going to be a side-by-side battle. Frank Peacock door-to-door with the 34 of Michael Thorpe. He's able to make the pass on the 34 of Michael Thorpe. Now he set his sights on that 99 Michael Hayes out there in the lead. See 99 giving 89 one of his laps back. Dale Brooks out there with a 25-2 compared to the leader 25-7. But the problem with that is Dale Brooks has built up a 10-second gap between him and the leader. So the time he can actually erase that deficit without something bad happening to the leaders, it's going to be about time to go to the, back to the pit road for 4 fresh tires. That time around, Dale Brooks was slower than our leader. Second position, trying to be erasing that gap to Mike Hayes. He's caught up to the back of Mike Hayes. Frank Peacock is just, he must have knew that this was going to be a long green flag run. He set his car up for the long run, the long distance. So now this is where strategy comes into play. You got a Frank Peacock who knows he has a long distance car. You still got to do one more pit stop. Does he hold off until he needs to come in for fuel? Or does he rely on his car's natural ability to have that long run, maybe come in a little bit early, get the fresh tires and get the more wear on them quicker? If he goes in at the same time as Mike Hayes does, Mike Hayes will have those better tires. Or the better car because he's faster than him on the road. All the strategies definitely have to come into play when Michael, speaking of strategies, here comes Thorpe. He's tired of them bald tires, and he's going to come in there and get 4 fresh tires and hope a caution does not come out. Got a bad angle here. We're watching Thorpe come back out from his. All those tires are gonna make it away for the rest of the way. He's gonna be screaming at the end. As you see the leaders coming, putting them one more lap down. So Michael Thorpe is gonna go 2 laps down to our leaders. But he's gonna have really fresh tires right now. And look at him getting that run on that number 10 car of Frank Peacock. Now, if I was Frank, I would just let him go around me. Obviously he's got the fresher tires. If these guys makes a mistake right there. You see Thorpe looking on the high side now. He's got the tires to do it. As now Frank looks on the high side of Mike Hayes. Ooh, Frank goes really high, gives the advantage, but he's going to get that exit speed. They're going to go side by side down the back stretch, going into turn 3 and turn 4. It's going to be Michael Hayes by a nose coming out of the turn. Now it's Frank Peacock by a good car length and a half. And number 10 is back up front. Ricky Hudgens now in 3rd place. Dale Brooks coming in to do a short pit. Everybody can make it the rest of the way on tires from here. See Ricky Hudgens now taking over that 3rd spot. Ricky Hudgens crashed, but no yellow. Let's go back here and see. Oh, there's the caution. There's the caution. That's not good for Dale Brooks just going into pit road. See what happened. Oh, Ricky just could not get down and missed the pit road, and then he backs up onto the track, trying to get down into the pit road. Ricky Hudgens having some issues with trying to get on and off pit road. He's able to stay on the lead lap. Lucky for him, with him backing up onto the track, the caution came out, and seems like Dale Brooks is going to be on the tail end of the longest line. I thought Dale Brooks went 2 laps down from that pit stop, but he was only went down 1 lap, so that's good news for him. He's got to stay out there and get that wave around. Frank Peacock's going to beat Mike Hayes off the pit road. Okay, so now this mixes it up though, Eddie. Now we're going to have, we're at lap 144 right now. So by the time these guys get back to Green, we're going to have a little bit over 50 laps to go. Mike Hayes has shown that he has a fast car on those early runs, but the late run goes to Frank Peacock.
Yeah, Frank's got the long run. Hayes has got the short run.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly what. Okay, hold on. Now what is it showing? It's kind of showing some crazy here. So it's showing Dale Brooks still a lap. I'm not sure if it shows Dale Brooks a lap. Yeah, he's. I don't know if he's got the. Tell me, it doesn't say how many laps Dale Brooks was at the.
He's 1 lap down.
Okay, so he's still going to be 1 lap down. He's going to get one of his laps back being on the tail end and get that wave around, but he's still going to be 1 lap down. He did go down 2 laps. So
It shows Crows, John Crow's a lap down, Brooks is a lap down, Hudgens is a lap down, and so it's all.
you see those 3 guys that are on the they're still going to be 1 lap down when they come to this when they get their wave around.
Yeah.
But they will get one of their wave rounds back, or one of their laps back, and then they're going to be those 3 guys will be battling for the lucky dog between Dave Halsey, Ricky Hudgens, and Dale Brooks, and John Crow Sr. as well. John Crow just came down the pit road as well. So we got 4 cars on the lead lap. It's Frank Peacock, Mike Hayes, Don Blazer, and Michael Thorpe getting the wave around, as you see right there. And I think Don Blazer was a lap down, but he got the lucky dog and was able to pit, so he's going to start in the back of the field. As you see the wave rounds getting back up there to catch up to the field there. Frank Peacock can lead us back down. There he goes. He takes off. Mike Hayes takes off. So does Dave Halsey. Dave Halsey is the lap down. Don Blazer and Michael Thorpe both behind all the lap cars there. They got a little bit of work ahead of them. So really right now this is a 2-car race between Frank Peacock and Michael Hayes. Currently, right now, Thorpe 4.5 seconds, or 4.2 seconds. Don Blazer 4.5 seconds behind. Frank Peacock in first place. David Halsey right now is currently sitting in that lucky dog position. If the lap car or act does happen, he'll get back on the lead lap. Dale Brooks passes Ricky Hudgens. Oh, Dale Brooks loses control. Ricky Hudgens gets it back around, and now Michael Thorpe is right there battling as well with Drew Pro and Justin Hurst as well. Good fast racing going on right now. Dale Brooks once again gets around Ricky Hudgens. Looking at the back side of Michael Thorpe. Thorpe is 1 lap ahead of him. Back up here with Frank Peacock. Frank Peacock built up a 0.7 second lead for Mike Hayes. 5 seconds back behind that is Michael Thorpe. Thorpe is he's real fast. And again, he'll use them tires up. He's really quickly trying to get back up to the front. But at this point, I mean, that's what you have to do, or you gotta hope for a caution. 47 laps left to go in this race. 3 cautions. And none of them are really bad cautions. Most of them are solo crashes by themselves. You've seen Brian Ricker crashing that inside wall. You see Ricky Hudgens trying to get into the pits. Missed the pits and not able to get back on the track. Hits those water stand at the start of pit road. Back, the car goes backwards, gets to a stop, and the car comes out. They've been basically 4 solo crashes. Nobody's been crashing each other. Nobody should have any breaks. Everybody's racing clean. Got just like before, just a different target. Frank Peacock and Michael Hayes now going to be balanced for the lead. Back here, Dale, the second battle that we're seeing on the track right now, Dale Brooks trying to catch up with Dave Halsey, 3.5 seconds behind Dave Halsey for that lucky celebration. In case a caution does come out, right now would be Dave Halsey. Dale Brooks needs that in order to get back into this race. Right now he's sitting in 6th place. Still in 4th position. These lap cars are getting around him. Yeah, right now he's holding a good 4th place finish. He's got 14 seconds gap between him and Dave Halsey. Right now, Mike Hayes putting the pressure on Frank Peacock. Thorpe back there almost 9 seconds behind these guys. Back there in 3rd place. I mean, Thorpe has got to be like one of the luckiest drivers out there because he has errors that happen, and then he gets caught going into the pits, and he gets put a lap down, and a caution comes out, and he's sitting in third position. With all that happening, he's finding himself back in third position. So he's got to have horseshoes in the brake system. He just seems to be able to always have good finishes, even though mistakes didn't happen in the race. As you see a battle for the lead, starting to beat up a little bit more. Mike Hayes still chomping at the bit at Frank Peacock. There you go. Mike Hayes trying to look on the inside and passes Frank Peacock for the lead. But we see, oh, Mike Hayes hits the wall right in front of Frank Peacock. Frank Peacock goes back or tries to get back around. Mike Hayes is able to still fight on that high side. But that was a hard hit that Mike Hayes took. Frank Peacock gets back around. And then, I think I was talking about that earlier. Mike Hayes has some great runs and puts up some good laps and leads some laps. He just doesn't have the finishes to back it up. He's still in second and not out of this race by no means. But this is the same thing I was talking about. Is something happens late in the run and it knocks him out of contention. See Frank Peacock catching the back of Ricky Hudgens' car and trying to put him a lap down. Giving Frank Peacock plenty of room. Ricky Hudgens is going to go another lap down. Now Mike Hayes looks like he's on the inside. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight's for Global Racing Xfinity Series over here at Global Racing. Broadcast tonight is Global Racing Esports Network with Mike Buster and Anthony Rowe. Thank you for joining us tonight and supporting all these drivers out here. And we've put on a pretty good show for you guys tonight. And Frank Peacock, Michael Hayes, Michael Thorpe, the three fronters for the night. We had some other guys up front, but got themselves into a little bit of a pickle. Like people like Dale Brooks are sitting there in sixth place for the post header for the night and losing control early on. And never really able to bounce back. The car started driving a lot different in that dirty air. Dale Brooks still going in sixth place. We got David Holsey. David Holsey now going around Ricky Hudgens. David Holsey in that fifth place, one lap down, trying to catch up to the back of Don Blazer to get that fourth position away from him. Frank Peacock pulling away from Mike Hayes now. Mike Hayes hit that ball hard, and it definitely probably played a big part on how that. If you look at that right front, he's pancaked that right front, he's got a tire rub, so it's definitely playing havoc with his handling of that 99 Goodyear Laser Chevrolet. A lot of damage in the right rear suspension as well. Good shot of Ross with the wrap. Good time to throw out got a sponsor there for watching laps, and if you want a good paint scheme, look up Ron Harrington at iRacing. Look up watching laps on the Discord. Join the Discord, man. Talk to Ron. Tell him what you want. He'll put it on your car, and you'll be out there looking good. Definitely puts on a good that car. About 80% of Over Racing carries his paint scheme. So like I said, if you want a good paint scheme for a good price, look up Ron Harrington on iRacing. Send him a direct message. Look him up on Rosters Wraps in Discord. I think you can get linked up there. Get in contact with him. He does great work. You see Michael Thorpe up the tires and falling back 14 seconds behind Michael Hayes in that third position. He's about 16 seconds away from Frank Peacock. With 23 laps to go. No real racing going on right now. The biggest racing right now is Don Blazer. He's being chased by David Holsey. He's 8 seconds behind him, 8 seconds in front of him, but Dave Holsey continues to knock them seconds off the bucket. Dale Brooks was butt kicker sponsor on the front of his car. Give a big shout out to butt kicker sponsor of the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series. It's gonna be running tomorrow at 12:30. We'll be at Darlington. It'll be a throw. So come out here and look at the old setup. Myself, I'm torn between the two setups. Or the paint schemes that I get to run. But it's going to be a fun day for everybody out there in the truck race tomorrow at 12:30. So tune into Motor Network with Brian Britt and Zachary Garza. Enjoy the ride. Laps to go. Frank Peacock with a 3-second lead over Michael Hayes and Michael Thorpe, 18 seconds behind in front of Michael Thorpe, and he just continues to lap people left and right here. So Eddie, a little bit you liking your chances tomorrow just to survive? I think that's my goal for every short track, especially things like Darlington or we went to Park Pass a couple weeks ago and Myrtle Beach. My job was just to survive. Ricky Hudgens. Ricky Hudgens crashed. That's not good for Frank Peacock. Let's go back here and see what happened with Ricky Hudgens.
15 to go, too.
Ricky Hudgens right there racing behind Justin LeBlanc. Oh, he looks like... Now, here comes the rest. Luckily, he's the only car involved in it. Look at that one more. We're gonna look at that one more time. We're gonna see exactly. Let's just see exactly what happened. And we're gonna ride into the cockpit of Ricky Hudgens. See him chasing his steering wheel. Luck for him, he's able to avoid hitting anybody, so that's a good job up there. Ricky Hudgens not having the greatest days. That definitely helps Michael Thorpe out. He needed a yellow flag to get everything bunched back up. So him and Frank Peacock and Michael Hayes, Don Blazer, he's gonna get come back up there. Now Dave Halsey should get the lucky dog. Or did Don Blazer get lapped before?
He got lapped.
Before it happened. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess Dave Halsey is the biggest loser off of that. Frank Peacock is gonna win the battle off of pit road. I don't think Don pitted. Regardless of Don's lucky dog, he's gonna be moved to the back of the field anyways. He's not gonna go down. Get 4 fresh tires. The question is, does Dave Halsey is going to stay out, as well as Dale Brooks? So they're going to get the wave around again to get put on the back on the lead lap. But the thing of it is that those cars, I mean, those tires are worn. Well, you know, they're not going to be able to do much of anything with those worn tires against, you know, Frank Peacock, Mike Hayes, and Michael Thorpe and those fresh tires. So now it comes to the question, how bad that hit was done on Michael Hayes. Is his car still driving fine? Because you know Frank Peacock does not have a good short track setup. He's got that short run setup. He's got that long run setup. If Hayes' car or Michael Thorpe's car can easily pass, Michael Thorpe is real fast for 10 or 15 laps. And that's probably, you know, that's like what we have left here. It's going to be a shootout. Not Thorpe, but Frank's going to have to make his car really wide. Out there in YouTube world, who do you think is going to win out of these 3 cars here? You got Frank Peacock, winner of last week, Michael Hayes in that 99, our points leader, Michael Thorpe in that 34 Grim Reaper car. I'm not sure who's going to win this one. We have 6 cars on the lead lap. David Halsey and Dale Brooks. Are technically back on the lead lap. You see Thorpe just pushing Frank, trying to stay on the bumper, try to get that jump so he can get around Michael Hayes. Oh, good jump by all 3 of the guys, but Thorpe is able to get around Hayes. He's going to set his sights on Peacock. Frank Peacock remembers when he was trying to get around Michael Thorpe, when he had a faster car, Thorpe did not give any room. I guarantee you the same mercy is going to be made to Michael Thorpe there. Pushing the envelope right there. Oh, Frank Peacock goes up and hits the wall. Puts Thorpe into the lead. And here comes Michael Hayes. Michael Thorpe going to be leading the race with 8 laps to go. Still got the speed up there, but does he have, I mean, he doesn't have, yeah, he does not have the short run speed like all these other guys did. It's going to be very interesting. Yet, Michael Thorpe is not running away with it by no means. All 3 of these cars are right there. If Thorpe slips up, if I was Frank Peacock, I would be trying to get right up on his butt and just get him all kind of discombobulated. See, or Peacock now looking on the inside. I mean, eventually, Hayes can definitely reap the benefit of these guys up here racing if they get to slapping each other around up there. 5 laps to go. 4 now at the line. Frank Peacock trying to look on the inside. Thorpe trying to make his car as wide as he possibly can. At 3 to go. Still the same. Michael Thorpe, Frank Peacock, Michael Hayes. Frank Peacock trying to get that run, stay on that high side. 2 to go. Does Frank have enough to do that last lap pass for the win? Or is Michael Thorpe going to hold off? White flags in the air. Mike Hayes. Looks like Mike Hayes is going to take the second position away from Frank Peacock. Michael Thorpe comes off turn 4, sees the checkered flag, takes the checkered flag. Michael Hayes comes in second, Frank Peacock third. Don Blazer is going to come around to finish 4th. Good run for Don Blazer. David Holsey finishing 5th. Dale Brooks going to finish his long night in 6th place. John Crow 7th. Justin LeBlanc 8th. Steve Gerber 9th. Justin Hurst is going to finish in the pit roads, finishing 10th. Drew Proel 11th. Ricky Hudgens 12th in the pits. Sean Stamper as well in the pits in 13th. 14th goes to Brian Ricker. Wow. A lot to take in. What a great finish that we got to watch there. Michael Thorpe. We'll watch Michael Thorpe do his burnouts there. Able to hit the caution fell at the most opportune time for him. His was able to take advantage of it to take home a win. So let's go ahead and get to it. We're gonna get right to it, and let's bring down our third place finisher. Let me see if I can find him. Thor. Okay, where did he go? All right, I'm not seeing Frank Peacock in Discord. Oh, there he is. I got him. He's in the winner's circle. I got him. All right. Third place finisher. He led a lot of the laps tonight. Was very dominant on those long runs. Did not have the short run speed, and I think that was the demise of Frank Peacock tonight. Frank Peacock, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I think I had the short run speed, without a doubt. I mean, I pulled away from him for quite a freaking gap there last time, but, you know, don't throw a lot of blocks, and I hit the wall, and the way it ended up, he ran a good race.
Yeah, I mean, at the end, towards the end there, I mean, you got to throw them elbows out sometimes. I mean, you give them an avenue. Don't make it easy for somebody to beat you. So, rough race. I mean, some good hard racing in my book there. But man, I mean, a third place finisher. You won last week at Talladega. You led a lot of the laps today. Somebody's engine just blew up. You did a lot of the laps today. It's a really good comeback for you as you coming back in the lead, man. Man, congratulations on the second place win. We're going to, next week we're going to be off for Mother's Day. But the following week is, let me bring up the schedule here. The following week after that is Kansas Speedway, man. How are you gonna have a fast car in Kansas?
I think we'll be okay. I think we should be okay as long as it goes green.
Well, I mean, like these Xfinity's races, they've been going green for most of the races. As you see, we had 15 drivers out here tonight. We had 3 or 4 cautions, which is not bad for Dover. Doing 200 laps sooner or later, you're doing 200 laps at Dover. Sooner or later, that nutrition's going to set in, and somebody's going to make a mistake. It's definitely a long race here.
Yeah, no doubt. No, 4 laps at this track is pretty remarkable, to say the least.
And y'all did a great job. I mean, it was clean. Even the accidents were people just wrecking themselves. Nobody made contact with each other. I could see it could have happened, here and there, but no cautions were out. So y'all did some good, clean racing. I was definitely proud of y'all.
Yeah, it's a good run. Thanks, Mike. Hats off to Hayes too, man. He had a rocket ship there. I would have liked to seen him win the race. So,
you had a fast car out there too, Frank.
Good run for him.
Fast.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, before we send you back down to Thor Motorsports, man, you want to shout out to anybody?
Hey, just a guy at Thor's. We put in some hours and we work hard to get where we're at, and I appreciate all their work. And
except for Justin, right?
No, Justin don't do nothing. He just drives.
Yeah, he just drives. he comes in on Saturday, says, all right, what setup you guys got? We're gonna go run that one. All right, I'll run that one. I mean, obviously he had a bad night, so he didn't do no practice tonight.
He did not do any practice here. We've been really hitting Darlington, me and Justin. He's been putting in a lot of laps at Darlington, which is one of his weaker tracks, and I look for some big things out of him tomorrow at that track. He's really put it together really nice on that track. So we'll see what he does tomorrow. See if all them laps pay off. I think they will. So
before you go, I wanted to let you know that Ron Harrington's also proud of you guys. He said he got 1, 2, and 3 finish for himself with all the Ronster Wrap cars there.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ron.
There you go. All right, well, man,
guys.
Congratulations on your third place finish, man, and I'll send you back down to Thor Motorsports. Congratulations once again.
10-4. Thanks, bud.
All right, that's Frank Peacock, your third place finisher. and the runner-up guy was up front for all the race. Had a fast car off of that run. I mean, he built up a 6.6 second lead on everybody, but he's unable to make the first place run. Michael Hayes, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
When you say it like that, it sounds really depressing.
I know. I meant it for you that way too. I mean, everybody else got to keep upbeat, but you're my driver, so I can dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah, that car was fast for about the first 40, 50 laps, and then the thing just got super, super tight. At one point, I got so tight, the right front was at 0%. And I got the black flag for damage repair or whatever that means.
Oh
I
my
guess
god!
that's a
Really?
few laps before it blows.
Oh
That
wow!
was like as soon as I came into the pits on the first run.
Oh wow! That's very interesting right there. I've never. I mean, I've ran a qualifying in a race. Forgot to switch it over. And
The
if
problem
you
was
drive
I was
that
trying
too
to
long,
catch Frank.
well, yeah, Frank's fast. Frank's fast. I mean,
No,
you had
Frank's fast on the last 20, 30 laps in a run, but he's slow all the rest of the run.
yeah, that's
He's got
yeah,
that thing set up for a long, long run.
yeah,
He had his fault set up for long runs.
yeah. I do.
It worked out for a little bit.
So, sorry, I got a little squirrel. Ran across my screen there, and but yeah, good racing from you, and good representative, Lady Blizzard up there, and we're all proud of you. But man, we're off next week, but the week after that, we're in. We go to Kansas. How you liking that? It's a 1.5 mile track. You should be real familiar with 1.5 mile tracks.
Yeah, I like all the bigger tracks. I'm not too good with short tracks, but anything bigger than a mile, 1.5 miles, I normally do pretty good. You can kind of get in a groove on those bigger tracks. For me, anyways.
All right, man. Well, before we let you go back and bring up tonight's winner, you got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for letting us race and putting on a great show out there. It was super fun. Shout out to Frank for racing me really clean there. He's a really respectful driver. I appreciate that. Orb too, always a respectful driver also.
Oh, there. I'll let them know that you said that.
Yeah, it was a fun race. Wish we could have got the win, but felt like we had the car to win, but kind of hurts a little bit. But
You did
Move
good
on.
out there, man. It was great racing.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
All right.
Eddie.
All right. Well, that's Michael Hayes, driver of the 99, coming home second place.
Thank you guys.
All right. All right. I'll send you back down to general, and up last one up, the man of the hour, the guy whose chips fell in all the right places in order for him to get the chance to come up here and talk in the first place, Michael Thorpe. Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Solid copy.
All right. Well, there you go, man. Man, I mean, like I said, the chips fell just right for you. At one time, you were a lap down from that one of the later cautions. You were able to get back on the lead lap, getting wave arounds, and you were 15 seconds behind that last caution. Just helped you out tremendously, like that, and you were able to get in there, get some 4 fresh tires, and you had a good short run vehicle.
Yeah, I just tried to. I knew I had a short run car for sure. Just tried to hold on as best I could. I knew Frank was going to try his hardest once I got around him, like with 20 to go after that caution. So I just had to be on it extremely and try to hold the bottom as much as I could.
Yeah, I mean, you did good. You did a real good job out there. You know, you threw a couple elbows out there. You know, you're making it very hard. Which I'm not trying to say anything. If I was out there leading, I would make it hard for anybody to try to pass me too. It was really good racing, but you left them just enough to get the nose in there and smell it, but you didn't let them get on by.
Yeah, I let him do his nose in. I ain't trust me. I'm like Ryan Newman. It's hard to pass me.
There you go. Man, well, I know that you're excited about this win. I know Grandma excited about this win and everything like that, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out before we let you go? And before you do that, how you liking Kansas coming up here soon?
Kansas, sorry. Well, I actually love Kansas.
Really?
That's a more riding king right there.
That was good racing there, Thorpe.
Yeah, it was definitely good.
Really good.
Definitely good racing, man. But congratulations once again, and we look forward to talking to you here in a couple of weeks at Kansas, man. And congratulations once again on the win, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks, man.
Well, thank you, guys.
All right.
No problem, buddy.
Okay, so that was Michael Thorpe, and man, Eddie, was a great race. Like I said, these guys were out there running clean, and all that good stuff. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of freaking some hate mail going on there, but it's okay. Man, it was a great race. A lot of people out there racing cleanly, and I'm sorry, but Eddie, what was your final thoughts about it?
I thought it was a really good race. Couple cautions, but like you said, it was single cautions, no double wrecks. But besides that, it was a great race, especially at the end.
Anyways, all right, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Come to the point of the race, or let's go ahead and put the grid up so you guys can see the finish. Or let me bring that back up. The results is once again is Michael Thorpe is your winner. Michael Hayes come home second. Third's going to Frank Peacock. Fourth is Don Blazer. Fifth is David Halsey. Sixth is Dale Brooks. John Crow Sr. and Justin LeBlanc is eighth. Steve Gerber is ninth. Justin Hirsch is 10th. Dave Proel is 11th. Ricky Hudgens is going to come home 12th. Sean Stamper is 13th. And Brian Ricker is going to finish off the 14th, man. And like I said, these guys raced really well tonight. And congratulations to the winners. And congratulations on everybody who raced tonight. And for Global Racing Esports Network, I'm Mike Lester up here with Eddie